This is lesson 6.5, dividing integers. Let's do a few examples to start with, some multiplication, some division. So make sure you can remember the rules for multiplication. If there's more than two numbers, remember you count the negatives. In this case there's 2, that's even, so your answer is positive. And 8 times 3 is 24, times 2 is 48, positive 48. Here you've got 3 negatives, so that's odd, so your answer is going to be negative. 3 times 4 is 12, times 1 is 12. Here, this is the same as multiplying by negative 1 at the first. So again, you have 3 negatives, so your answer is negative. And 1 times 2 is 2, times 5 is 10. Now you have a division problem. The rules for division, which we'll talk about here in just a minute, are the same as multiplication. The signs are the same, the answer is positive. If the signs are different, then the answer is negative. So in this case, you've got the signs are the same, so your answer is going to be positive, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. Number 5, signs are different, so your answer is going to be negative, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4. Let's try that again. It is 4. Okay. So let's check these answers and make sure they're correct, which they are. Okay. To divide integers, remember division rules are the same as multiplication, as I said before. And then, again, if the signs are the same, the answer is positive. If the signs are different, the answer is negative. And then you divide like normal, and then write your answer after your sign. So, here's a multiple choice question to start with. A negative times a positive gives you a negative. Is that true? Well, let's do an example to see. Let's say a negative times a positive. Remember, the signs are different. Your answer is negative. In this case, negative 12. So your answer is negative. So in this case, answer is A, which is true. Do some more multiplication examples. So again, signs are the same here. So your answer would be positive. 9 times 7 is 63. Correct answer, D in this case. Here's a division problem. Signs are different, so your answer is negative. And then 81 divided by 9 is 9, so negative 9. So your answer is B in this case. Evaluate when x equals 48 and y equals 12. So you've got a negative x, so that's going to be negative 48 divided by a negative 12. So your answer in this case, since the signs are the same, your answer will be positive, and 48 divided by 12 is 4. So your correct answer would be A, positive 4. Let's talk a little about temperature conversions. The formula here, the two formulas for temperature conversions. First one converts Celsius to Fahrenheit. It's the degrees Fahrenheit equals 9/5 times your degrees Celsius plus 32. If you're converting Fahrenheit to Celsius, degrees Celsius is going to equal 5/9 times whatever the degrees were in Fahrenheit minus 32. So again, you do this in parentheses first, this subtraction first, and then multiply it times 5/9. So here's an example we'll do of a word problem. It says during hibernation, an Arctic ground squirrel can decrease its body temperature to negative 30 degrees Celsius. Convert this temperature to degrees Fahrenheit. So we're wanting degrees Fahrenheit, so we'll use this formula. So it's Fahrenheit equals 9/5 times the degrees Celsius plus 32. So let's fill in what we know. Fahrenheit's going to equal 9/5 times the degrees Celsius, in this case, is negative 30 plus 32. We can put this over 1. Remember the rules for multiplication. Signs are different, so in this case, the answer is going to be negative here. I would divide both of these by 5. And then you end up with just 9 times 6 is 54, so negative 54 plus 32. Now you use your integer addition rules. Signs are different, so you subtract. 4 minus 2 is 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. Take the sign of the larger number. 54 is bigger than 32, and it's negative. Again, that's going to be degrees Fahrenheit. negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit for your answer. Okay. And finally, we're going to find the mean of these integers. The way I would do this, again, to find the mean, you add them all up and divide by how many numbers in the group or in the list. In this case, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. I would add all the negatives together and then add all the positives together and then combine. So here you got negative 17 and negative 4. Add those together and you get a negative 21. Add your positives. You get 6 and 5, so 56. And you want to add these two together. Again, the signs are different, so you subtract. 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. 56 is bigger than 21 and it's positive, so your total would be 35. So again, you take your total, divide it by the number, or how many numbers in the list, in this case 5. So that's going to equal 7. So the mean of these integers is 7. So that concludes our lesson on dividing integers.